Scorpio, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. You ready? And I say that because this is a big week for you. Think of an arrow being launched. It's such a purposeful, finally get it kind of week. We'll go over the astrology. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, by the way. Welcome to Born Without Boundaries Tarot. If this is your first time finding my channel, thank you for even giving me a chance. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you know when I upload your favorite content all the time. I will discuss the astrology throughout the reading. We're going to start off with the present situation. We're going to go into, I'm sure the cards will come out to expose a little bit of the past, and then we'll get into the predictive and what is to come from this energy this week. There's never a wrong time to see this. So if you even see this 6 years from now, 6 months from now, it reaches you at the right time always. And the message is yours. You're drawn to it. Even if you're not a Scorpio, you're going to be drawn to the message. Watch the video. And please apply it to wherever it resonates in your life. If I'm saying something that has a romantic tinge to it, but it's describing for you, it's describing your career, then let it resonate where it resonates. This is your reading. I always create an extended reading so that we can go deeper and get specifics, especially specific areas of your life. And that link is below in the description box, and I'll pin it to the top of the comment section. Let's get into Scorpio why. This is such a big week for you. Number one, we start off, today is the day of the fabulous full moon in Taurus, which is in direct opposition, direct opposition to everything that's happening in Scorpio, which is a conjunction between the Sun, Mercury, and Venus right on top of that South Node. This is all those things that have been buried about us. We've gotten into our comfort zone. It's almost like remembering who we were, remembering our desires, remembering what we value, remember what we always wanted in life, and being almost impulsively drawn to clear out any of the crap that's prevented us from doing it. This is running in direct opposition to the full moon that is conjunct Uranus, and that's all about change and wanting different things and even feeling comfortable with the different, the odd, the rebellious, the conceptually difficult to understand. This is a really almost, I would say, midlife crisis kind of full moon for many, many people. I did a whole weekly astrology forecast on this. Check that out on Astrology Motivation. I think I can attach the link here. I'll try to do that for you guys. But the rest of this week is so exceptional for Pluto. Pluto is sextile to Jupiter, and then Pluto will become sextile to Venus conjunct Mercury. It is in direct opposition on Sunday to the moon, which can create a whole bunch of drama and control issues, and maybe even seeing different kinds of control issues that you've had, fucked up ways you tried to manipulate people, or fucked up ways people are trying to manipulate you. However, there's such a positive upswing and realization of your strength and power because of those sextiles. Now, this is legitimately like you're going to be able to launch off of this deception something that you really want, something that that's really going to pay off for you, because that's what it is. Especially on Sunday, it's like take that aim. And what I think is going to happen around Sunday for you guys, honestly, is when you see the manipulation, when you see. And when it becomes very clear, this is what's going to really push you over the edge to do better, to want more, and to raise your standards. For those of you who have hung on, and I tell you, this week is, you're going to cast magic spells. Listen to this. So we have the cards, right? No, I'm serious. As soon as I saw this word, knowing the astrology, and as soon as I saw this card, I said, Scorpio, needs to watch what they say, and because this can even happen subconsciously to you guys. What you say will come into existence. People will believe it immediately, especially with that sextile between Pluto and Venus conjunct Mercury. Everybody's going to believe what you say. And especially around Sunday, there's going to be like, you can manipulate people to get anything done. But the bottom line is, people will see it if you're intentionally manipulating. If you're just doing it to just have power over somebody, or if somebody is doing it to have power over you. But I gotta say, the energy, the active energy is more on you guys now. So it's really important for you to watch what you say and to cast those spells correctly. And by spells, I just mean actions. If you do cast spells and you do spell work, okay, be especially conscious of the spells that you cast now, because eventually we don't just cast spells on others. Every spell that we cast will circle back to us eventually. And there is no time more karmic and destined than right now. So there is essentially, watch your words because of the level of power that you have. That sextile between that Pluto sextile between Venus Mercury conjunction, it's out of this world. And especially the fact that Pluto is also sextile to Jupiter, there ain't nothing you won't say that won't go your way. This is how powerful this fucking week astrologically is for you. So I would, if you're into this, really check out your natal chart and see what part of your life this is playing out in. Because it won't be playing out in every aspect of your life, Scorpio, but it will be playing out. And it's fucking intense. So it's better, the more you know, the more you can aim and fire where you want, where it's most productive. You know what I'm saying? Where it really matters. But I think ultimately there's going to be a radiance about you. There's going to be an irresistibility about you, which there usually is, but it's so volumized now. Woo. Sextiles imply that you're taking action. That it's time for action. It's time. This is a functional aspect. So it's like you embracing your power, you embracing, maybe for the first time in a long time, how attractive you are, how appealing you are, how smart you are, how you're embracing an optimism that is rare for you. And so this will really help to kick you out of any kind of drought, doldrum, or stuck you've been. Out. This is the resurrection. Remember, that full moon is when it all kind of explodes. All that dirt clears off. And this is the resurrection by Sunday. Co-create with spirit. You are being sent out on a mission. Your life purpose is clear. This is also, once again, extremely magical energy. Bringing something out of the dark, coming into the light. That also means that people will be taking notice of the dark, of the unusual, the things that they had been blind to, could not perceive. This is such powerful energy. I mean, it's legitimately like, I don't know how else to say it except magic. I don't know. There's always enough. And this has got to do with that Neptunian energy. Because for the most of the week, Pluto is sextile to Jupiter and Neptune. So it's like, get ready for the impossible to become possible and to quickly manifest into the absolutely extraordinary reality. And remember, reality is just what we can measure with our five senses, what's quantifiable. It's not the total truth, but I mean, like, we're here, we're physical vessels, right? We're experiencing reality. Oh, this is it. This is the time when the conceptual, the impossible becomes the possible, because this is the world of mysteries. You know, this is the 12th house. This is the unexpected. Maybe something that you didn't expect to happen comes. It's like a growth in your world, an expansion in your world, an opportunity where there's plentifulness, bountifulness. Like I said, where you guys have been stuck, now it's like you're washed over in it. The universe always had this accumulating for you, or this prepared for you. You finally believing in it got you there. Watch your words. Watch it. And more or less put the emphasis on watch. Because there is essentially a lot of, when this much abundance is happening around you, to not promise, to not say much. It's not about keeping secret. It's about honoring your privacy and your need to adapt to a very unfamiliar situation, which is a lot of abundance for you. Let's pull a moon card, because we got to get into the specifics and where this is taking us. Oh, suki bitch. Let's do it. Your commitment is being tested. Hold on, stop. Your commitment is being tested is what flipped over. So that, what does that mean? It's coming out in the future too. There's a sense of, do you believe in this? How willing are you? And I think you're being asked this week to make a statement. To make a statement about where you see your future going, and to stick to that statement, because that statement will come true, right? You're halfway there, right? But believing in it, no matter what measurements you see, right? Believing in the destiny, regardless of where you are on the journey. We have bring love into the situation. I mean, Pluto is sextile Venus. It's such a sexy energy. It's such a charismatic energy. This implies it may be coming from a friendship, through a friendship. We got Aquarius popping up in our last reading. So y'all leave it below. You know I'm nosy. I want to know, who is this motherfucker? They don't have to be an Aquarius, but it implies there's just this sense of trust or a level of familiarity. But bring love into the situation. This is new passion. This is new love. This is new kindness. It's new openness. It's lack of fear of vulnerability. It's washing that slate clean and finding yourself in a position where you feel you can start over, whether it's with somebody new or somebody that you're already with. This is the exorcism of the shit, so that the garden can grow from it. And then we have a fiery climax approaches, so there will be confrontation. This is all coming out in the future. Let me show you guys a little bit. Let me show you guys. So this is all falling out over here in the future section. So there's telling me there's some sort of confrontation about, you know, how come we've only gotten this far? There's some sort of confrontation about, or somebody's going to be confronting you. How come we've only gotten this far? How come we're stuck? How come we've stagnated? Why aren't we moving? Let's get moving. This is like, where do we go from here? Kind of confrontation. Now Mars, which is also one of your ruling dignitaries, is very, very active. It's squared to Neptune and Jupiter, meaning that there's been a lot of hiccups in the progress. It's not that Mars is also harmonious to Saturn, so there's a sense of being committed to something full-time, like being committed to the long term of it, figuring it out, knowing what to do with all of these awesome resources that you have around you. But at the same time, it seems like there's been a lot of snags. It seems like even though a lot has been promised, maybe it was a little bit deceptive, over-promising, right? So there's some kind of confrontation here around over-promising. But remember, that is part and parcel to moving this energy on. You know, moving it in the direction it needs to go. Luck is on your side. Hell yeah, Jupiter sextile to fucking Pluto, man. How much more benefic can you get? I'll tell you, Pluto sextile to Jupiter, and simultaneously Pluto sextile to Venus conjunct Mercury. Or Mercury conjunct Venus, as it were. I mean, come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. There is no luckier time. Stop. I would really love to know a definition of luck beyond Pluto being in a triple sextile to the most benefic planets. It even hits the sun at one point. Come on, man. You got this set up. There is nothing you can't do this week. Oh my God. I feel in a lot of ways nothing you won't do. Nothing you won't do. So for those of you cross watchers, you know, Scorpio's going to get your way. You know, Scorpios, you know I love you, but you know, there's bad in all situations. So watch out. It's going to be really hard to keep your head on your shoulders when it comes to anything that Scorpio is going to be doling out this week, because them motherfuckers are going to get their way. Scorpio, for you, this is the luckiest season of your life. So far, you got a lot more to live. Good times will happen in the future. Bad times will happen in your future. This is one of them good times. Oh, it's so good. Right. So remember, it's such a strong energy. You can, catapult yourself out of a rut. Let's get some details. Who is this with regards to? Nine of Wands. That tells me a lot of you are like defensive. A lot of you need to get out of a rut. You've been, you know, not able to find a way forward, or been overly defensive. Overly defensive. About what? About some offers. Oh, I see. It seems like there's a conflict. Do I go single? Do I do this by myself? Or do I trust a partnership with somebody else? Yes. And you've been taking your time to sort of like think about it. I mean, the good news is there is a defensiveness. Like, Nine of Wands can mean different things in different scenarios, but it is, you've been through the ringer. You've been through a lot. This is telling me that you are not going to believe just how fucking amazing this week is for you. You're gonna sit back and be like, there's no. You know what? Hesitate all you want, my beauties. Hesitate all you fucking want. It is not going to stop you from being blessed. There is nothing the universe has taken away from you this week. So, what is the universe bringing in? We got money that's owed to you. Bada bing, bada boom. And we got love. Now, this to me was very contradictory, because this is often the single lady card, a single person card. Whereas I know my value. I know my value. I know my worth, especially when it comes to my value and worth when it comes to partnerships with others. So that tells me there's going to be a sort of really great luck. Luck? You want to call it luck? No, it's just opportunity. You know, like hitting the jackpot when it comes to connection with other people. You know, this could be, I have been defensive. I have, you know, I've figured out how to be by myself for a long time, or I figured out that I can be by myself for a long time. And it's because of that there is essentially this ability now, this preparedness to be with somebody who is quality, and to be prepared or ready to be with somebody who is quality and who is equally connected to you. Now, you want to apply that to a business relationship? Go the fuck ahead. I'll take the money. I don't know about you, but this is really, I just think that this is just it's going to, let's put it this way, you are not going to be able to believe it. Take your time with it, baby. Sit with it. Touch it, pet it, examine it. Don't dissect it. You don't want to kill this. This is actually good shit. We have Ace of Wands. That marks an absolute certainty that this is a new spark of life. A new has just started. New energy, new passion, new something. But in the future, why this is all coming out, and then the future kind of fucks up. Let's go back down to it again. What the fuck is that? Why is this? The World card. Now we're stuck. It's almost like in this energy, well, I understand, because there's no past. You want to know why? This is the past. Suddenly it becomes very clear the opportunity that you had, an opportunity that is absolutely correct, but there's been a hiccup, a stop, and even a disappointment that could have to do with a manipulation being revealed. No better time for that to be revealed, because you still got time to change this outcome. Let me get a little bit deeper into that outcome. Why is this World card? Why is there disappointment? Why? How is disappointment coming? Okay. Why is disappointment coming? I'll tell you why. One reason. The thing about sextiles is they require your conscious functionality. You have to make an effort. There are a lot of opportunities coming into you. That is guaranteed. You have been stuck, or by the end of the week, you will have been stuck. These opportunities are attacking the place where you have been stuck and disappointed. But Two of Pentacles and Two of Wands says you have a choice, and you must make a choice. And the stuck is going to reveal that, especially around Sunday. It's going to reveal where you have manipulated, where you've been manipulative, and where people are manipulating you. And whatever situation you have been stuck in, because it's with the moon in opposition to Pluto, it could have something to do with that maternal energy or fourth house shit. There has to be a decision, and I think the decision is going to be to move away from the familiar, which is difficult, but it's almost like trust in it. Trust in it, because it's like the obstacle that has been making you stuck is being removed by the universe. Like, this is when you finally get the second chance, or maybe even the first chance if you were always held back. So there's a huge relief to those aspects in your life where it's just like that you can never make it work. And this beautiful energy that's coming in current time is all driving to unclog that clog. Let us see how it plays out in your career, your finances, and your romantic and love relationships. The link is below. I hope to see you guys in the extended. I have a special announcement to make too. So how about this? Look out on my public community feed. You might have to scroll down, but I'm going to put a poll alert, because I am going to celebrate us and this channel and all that it's accomplished in the past 3.5 years by doing my first ever meet and greet live. There's going to be a lot of special things that happen. It's going to be in Austin, Texas, USA, and it's going to be in March of 2023. I'm working out the specifics now. You're going to be able to join in 2 different ways. One, live with me, actually physically in person if you could get to Austin. Or 2, I'm going to do live stream as well. Clearly the live stream will not be the same price as the live, but there will be food. There will be a full sound bath meditation practice for 1.5 hours. This is a cathartic, beautiful experience that you guys can join in with me. We'll get treated to, we'll take care of ourselves, we'll heal ourselves, and we'll get to meet in person. So I'm going to take a poll. The poll is going to be to see how many people are interested at all, so I can get about a number to start giving to the caterer and the facility. So you let me know, you look for that poll, and then let's go to the extended, because I can't wait to see you there.